Do you want to finally let go of traumas and conditionings and really listen to your heart and soul? Do you want to let go of fear, stress, and anxiety and reprogram your subconscious mind on a deep level? Or have you ever wanted to learn Vipassana meditation, but you were always nervous to be silent for 10 full days, meditate while sitting for 10 hours per day, or go to a massive center with so many people? Well, if your answers are yes, this retreat is made for you. Soul a Silent Retreat is a special journey in the spirit of Vipassana meditation. It is an opportunity to turn off the outside noise and rediscover your true nature, to connect to Mother Nature and listen to your inner soul's voices. It is a transformational experience and a safe and intimate space to learn Vipassana meditation. By this practice, which was the way the Buddha got enlightened originally, you can actually make real changes to your subconscious mind and to let go of traumas, conditionings, stress, anxiety, PTSD, and help you respond to life with more ease, flow, and grace. It is an opportunity to have an isolated time just for yourself, to learn how to listen to your heart and soul and shed one layer of conditioning at a time in order to be more free and to really love yourself. In Soul a Silent Retreat, you will learn how to find the interconnections between all living beings and cultivate love and kindness and compassion to everyone, including people who might have hurt you. You will learn to understand relationship and how they are mirrors to us, and how to observe your own imprints through them, as well as have the power and the tools to rewrite these imprints. You will learn how to calm the mind by simple tools and techniques, to understand why we practice yoga and how this practice, when done right, can actually lead us to liberation. So whether you are always wanted to deepen your yoga and meditation practice, or whether you're a complete beginner, this retreat is the perfect space for you. Soul a Silent Retreat in Bali is a 7-night journey where you will stay in an eco-resort in the magical mountains where the real Bali is still alive, sleeping in special jungle bungalows with breathtaking views, eating nourishing and delicious food based on permaculture principles. So the fruits, the vegetables, and the spices are directly picked from the permaculture gardens, which you can also visit whenever you wander around. The restaurant offers expansive views overlooking the rice paddies, food forests, and even the Indian Ocean in the horizon. You will have free time for extra practice and exploring the beautiful and magical mountain resort, offering nourishment for all your senses within a natural setting of waterfalls, food forests, rice paddies, and towering mountains as far as the eye can see. We will start each morning with a meditation and a delicious chai, followed by a soft asana practice. Asana means a pose or a posture, what is known today as yoga. The practice involves a soft qigong exercise that will help you ground yourself and connect you back to yourself. A soft movement to move the qi, the energy in the body, and prepare the body for more meditations to come throughout the day. After the practice, you will have a breakfast break, when you can also have some extra time off to journal, explore, or relax. We will continue our day with more meditations, gradually adding on to the techniques you will learn. There will be a nice long break in the middle of the day, so you can enjoy your lunch, explore, or relax. We will gather again for a philosophy talk, when I will explain more about what we practice and why, and guide you through insights of the practice. Followed by yin yoga practice to open and restore the body and mind, as I will walk around and give Cranio-Sacral therapy and sound massage to all practitioners. We will finish our days with a delicious dinner and free time to either watch the stars, journal, or sleep early. Soul a Silent retreat is always planned around important astrological events, and one of the evenings will be dedicated just for that, for this special event. On the philosophy talk, I will explain what is happening astrologically regarding to the themes and emotions, and then translate it to traditional Chinese medicine and the meridians. The meridians are energy lines in our body. I will explain the themes and emotions that relate and how they relate. And the yin practice will be dedicated for these meridians, so we can open into these energies in the body and the mind. We will finish with a long and transformative guided imagery to make real and deep changes regarding these themes. At the end of this retreat, you will head back home with way more than the practice and transformation you went through, but also a great toolbox of techniques which you can utilize in different life scenarios. So you are equipped with so many amazing solutions to deal with every situation life throws at you. You will receive so much support before, during, and after the retreat, and you will feel like you've accomplished the hardest but most rewarding transformation you've ever made, while knowing you're safe, supported, and nurtured throughout the whole process. After a surf injury in 2014, my life have changed. All of a sudden, I felt fearful from basically everything. I felt lost. I was feeling as if I wasn't enough, my body wasn't enough, my life and work wasn't enough, and that I was not successful. There were all these voices in my head, and I was so reactive to life. I wasn't sure who am I and what am I doing in this lifetime, and I was always thinking about how to make everyone else happy but myself. I was traveling to the most breathtaking places with my partner, but inside I wasn't happy. I wasn't free. My partner was constantly trying to push me out of my comfort zone and take me surfing or diving, and I kept experiencing panic attacks in the water, under the water diving, and on the land on the way to the surf. I was very scared to even swim in a flat beach. It took a very long time to understand what is going on, what am I experiencing and why, as it will come out of nowhere. Later on, I understood it was PTSD. I just thought the ocean wasn't for me and that perhaps I need to stay on the land, but it didn't work as a solution, of course, as fear started taking more and more parts of my life, as well as feeling of being lost, indecisive, and confused. I tried many methods like my daily yoga practice, therapy, random meditation, podcasts, books, lectures, and more. It wasn't until, though, the first Vipassana course I ever took, when my life had fully changed upside down. I went through the most powerful transformation of my life. Vipassana is the teaching of the Buddha, and these techniques gave me the tools to finally understand how my body and subconscious mind work, and how I have the full control of how I can respond to a situation, as well as reprogram my patterns of behavior and conditionings. I could finally take ownerships of my life, and I wasn't feeling as life is just taking me through a full hurricane. The deep work that I did on the course was releasing my PTSD, and I learned to be resilient to craving and aversions, as well as maintaining equanimous. After the first Vipassana, I received an outstanding Cranio-Sacral session with one of my teachers. Cranio-Sacral is a very, very beautiful therapy by touch. It's very subtle on the surface level, but it goes really, really deep. In this session, I was breaking through my fears and going through a completion of the inner work I did on the course. I was able to spread my wings and be fearless in the face of adversity. The voices in my head released and relaxed and reduced, and I have the ability to observe them if they arise and analyze where they are coming from and why. And I have the tools to rewrite my own story and go through blockages and obstacles. I learned to share love and compassion with all living beings, and learn how always it have to start with love and compassion towards myself. Therefore, my self-love enhanced, and I let go of my own judgment day by day. Learn to give myself a break and not to be too hard on myself. Nowadays, I surf almost every day. The ocean is not only my home, but the most healing place for me. I have such powerful tools to navigate through life that even if I recognize layers of trauma and fear, I can utilize them in order to let go and break free. As this practice was life-changing for me, and after practicing it thoroughly for a number of years, including more courses, servings, and a monthly one silent Vipassana day at home, I felt a call to pass it on to others. I curated a very special experience using other modalities I practice myself, and which I feel are great support for the Vipassana meditation. I had a very deep knowing inside of me of where I want to host these retreats around the world. And this is how Soul a Silent Retreat was born. After the first retreat I hosted in 2022 in the deep forests of Western Australia, I saw how powerful this combination of modalities is. And I had a deep understanding that this is my calling in this lifetime. A deep feeling I have never had before, a feeling of purpose. The most profound insights, realizations, and deep changes comes in stillness and silence, when the mind is clear and relaxed and the ego dissolves, and the whispers of the heart and soul are crystal clear. So imagine that you could take time off and go into nature. Disconnect from all the outside noises and connect yourself to your inner voices, to your heart and the voices of your soul, and to nature, and go through the most challenging yet rewarding transformation you've ever experienced while being held, supported, and nurtured. This is why this retreat exists. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you're watching this video right now. Obviously, traveling to a foreign land requires a lot of trust and courage. So let me help you feel comfortable by sharing some words from others who've done this work with me. Just a side note, in this video you will not see any practitioners from previous retreats, as this is a sacred and special and safe environment just for you. So I never record any videos throughout the retreats.
What Amber offers in her retreats is that magical feminine essence that creates a safe and sacred place for you to go deeper into the depths of your subconscious sankharas, while allowing for other ways to move energy, emotions and behaviors within the beautiful Hatha style yoga that Amber teaches, her Qigong and restorative yoga, featuring her divine and healing intuitive Cranio-Sacral therapy, as well as her guided imagery meditations. One of my most favorite parts of Soul, a Silent Retreat, is Amber's philosophy talks, her insights and her ability to break down the Vipassana style meditation technique in a way that is through her depth of experience and faith, so her true knowledge. Her passion for exploring the astrological forecast at the time of your retreat is just something so very special. Amber's wisdom, integrity, and her ability to hold space is absolutely palpable. Her retreats are carefully curated in special places of nature, and attending will be one of the most spiritually significant landmarks of your journey inwards in a way that will feel safe, held, and like, oh my God, I can't wait to attend the next one. Thank you, Amber. You are truly gifted at what you share into the universe and beyond.
Amber, my beautiful friend and teacher, created the most soul-filling, transformational experience for me and 12 other women in the most delicious setting. I came out feeling brand new. Her knowledge and wisdom is inspiring, and learning from her over the past few years has been really invaluable. And she's always willing to lend a helping hand, recommend anything. She's just an incredible human being and really inspiring mentor.
Soul A Silent Retreat is hosted from April 3rd until April 10th. That's the only date in Bali this year. This retreat is an all-inclusive experience, so your accommodation, excursions, food, yoga, and meditation are all included. You will also receive a special surprise retreat kit, a present you can use on the retreat and also take back home with you. Bali Eco Stay is sitting in its very own luscious green valley and is surrounded by freshwater springs and pure mountain streams that cascades down a 12-meter waterfall into a rock pool of profound beauty. The resort is surrounded by breathtaking food forests and rice paddies and sits 480 meters above sea level, and therefore creating refreshing temperatures that are at least 5 to 10 degrees cooler than the coasts of Bali. Each bungalow has its own special beauty and magic, and built with sustainability and ecological values. So it seems as if they merge into nature. All of them are open air, so breeze travel through and make it the most comfortable and relaxing temperature. You can choose whether you'd like to have your own private bungalow, a private room in a shared bungalow, or a shared room. Just to note, there are only 2 private bungalows in the resort, while a shared room is with only 1 other person in a single separate beds. So if you share a room, you still have a lot of space and comfort. The retreat rate starts from $2,500 Australian dollars for a shared room. If you prefer to have your own private room, the rate is 3,000 Australian dollars. And if you prefer to have your own private bungalow, the retreat rate is 3,500. What is not included? You will need to arrange your own flights, airport transfers, and travel insurance. However, Bali EcoStay can arrange your transport whether you're traveling from the airport or somewhere else on the island, and that will be with additional cost. So I hope this video gave you everything you needed to know in order to know whether this retreat is meant for you. If you feel called to this experience and you're truly ready for this work, I invite you to fill the application and book a call with me today down below to see if Soul A Silent Retreat is the right fit for you. During the call, we'll take time to understand your goals and aspirations and answer any questions you may have about the retreat. If you're ready to truly transform your life, join me on Soul A Silent Retreat, and let's dive together in the wisdom of Vipassana and the Buddha's teachings to guide you back home to your heart. I am guessing that the universe sent you to this video not by a chance, so take this opportunity to really make action and take ownership of your life. So if your heart is saying yes, fill up the application form and book a call with me today to take the first step towards a life of flow, ease, self-love, purpose, and joy.